This is Out Loud and Laughing.
Oh, hello, Bryan.
Oh, hello, Johnny. Johnny. I like never called you Johnny before.
I love this. Are we British? Is that what we're...
Yeah, Johnny. I don't like that, actually. I won't call you Johnny ever again.
Please don't.
How are you? What's going on? Tell me.
The world is great. I am...
The world is great. Oh, please unpack that.
My world is great. The world sucks.
Better.
The world sucks.
Today's like...
This is what masking looks like, y'all. This is what masking in your 40s. Yeah, I was going to say, this is what masking in your 40s looks like. It's very different from masking in your 30s when you're just trying to run around being hot, but now you're just running around trying to be happy.
Just running out, trying to stay alive at this point.
Oh my God, I know. We're halfway there. Our lives are like sort of at that point. Like,
oh God.
Well, hey, you know what? Hey, but you know what? 40 years is a long time. Another 50 to 60, I'll take. Bring them on.
Yes, I am.
But 1 year at a time.
1 year at a time, but I'm about to turn 41.
Yeah.
Which means you're not too far off from turning 41. And so I kind of want to talk to you a little bit about, now we're moving into a territory of being in our 40s. Before, we were able to just say, I'm 40. And that was kind of like, cool. But now we're in our 40s. Because then it moves into like mid 40s and then 50. And so I just we're in our 40s, John. We're going to be in our 40s. What does this mean? How has 40 been for you,
Yeah. Well, first of all, being in our 40s versus being 40 just makes me feel like you're turning me from like a top to a bottom. Like now things are going in me and this is uncomfortable. But being in my 40s, I know. But in my 40s, bring it on, right? Yeah, I'm 6 months. I'm 6 months deep, to like follow your metaphor.
God, if I would have knew all this chatter, I would have brought Luke to this episode.
Don't worry, I'll loosen you up. Just like it's
we're
1 year.
Cousins, not brothers.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, it's funny that you even asked that because I've always been one of those people who like never really minded aging. Like I didn't mind turning 30. I didn't have a big feeling about it. 40 was very different for me. My life sort of took a turn anyways, but 40, I was approaching it being like, yeah, I've got this. Like we're good. And then like as the day approached, I was like, oh. 40. Okay. And it wasn't like a physical, like my body hurt. As a matter of fact, I had done like a Best Body by 40 campaign that I know that I talked about on here. I had done things for myself leading up to 40, but now that I'm in it, I'm kind of like, oh, this is hard to sustain.
Let's break this up. So mentally, we're in our 40s. And mentally, I do feel good. I feel like, and I would love to get like your take on the mental things is like, now that we're a little bit older and we're more not set in our ways, but we're more confident in who we are. There's a lot more like, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm easier to walk away from friendships, easier for me to say no. I have boundaries, and I feel like in my 20s and 30s, there was wiggle room there. And I feel like as I get older, I start to know like, no, I don't want to go out to that dinner because I know I'm not going to have fun with those people. I'm just, right? Like how has your mind been on a positive side?
Yeah. From a mental standpoint, I've really gotten comfortable with accepting the things that used to confuse me about myself, the ways that I used to like, when I was not so sure of saying no to a dinner, for example, thinking that maybe that could be the demise of my social life or that people would talk about me or that like, using that as a continued example. But I have sort of gotten comfortable in my skin. I've gotten comfortable in the power that I have to activate and live the life that I want to live. And I don't need to be too concerned or hung up on sort of the outside forces, right? There's that favorite saying that I have, those that mind don't matter and those that matter don't mind. And I love that so much.
I love that.
And I try to remind myself of that. Like, if you care that much, then like, bye. How about
Yeah.
you? Like,
How?
where are you? Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I feel like also from a mental standpoint though, like I'm tired a lot. Don't know if it's because now that when you're in your 40s, like you have more responsibility, you're like knee deep into career, you're doing 400 things at once, but I'm always so tired now. Like naps mean so much more to me than they used to.
Are you a
I don't know about
napper?
you.
I'm a napper. I'm a napper.
You're a daily napper. I'm a weekly
Yes.
napper. Like I'll usually get one nap in a week. But you get up early and you have, since you work from home, you're able to like sneak out for like 30 minutes and do a quick little nap. I don't have that luxury. But also if I do lay down for a nap, sometimes I can't sleep. So I'm not as good as you are. You have way more rigor in napping than I do.
Yeah, it's what makes it's my European style lifestyle. I really enjoy a good afternoon, just little
Siesta.
a siesta. Yeah, I do. I wake up around 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning.
Yeah.
Then I get my things done, and then by 11 or 12, like which is usually lunchtime, which is funny. Like
Yeah.
I'll snooze. I get tired, but then I'm like I'm ready to go, and I'm ripping roaring until 6, 7, 8 o'clock sometimes. So,
Yeah.
but I'm tired.
You're
40
better
has
at
me
it.
tired.
But
But
yeah.
40 has me tired.
Now for me, physically, that's where we can go into this. Woo!
You ready?
I mean, I'm in pain.
Are you? Yeah, you are in pain. I thought you were going to go a different direction with this. I do remember you talking about a few things, so I definitely want to get into them. But I also just really want to quickly touch on how I've seen you and I taking the best care of our bodies up until now. So let's talk about your
Yes.
ailments, but I am proud of you for getting
No,
to
I
the
think you're
gym.
right. We could talk. Let's talk about the positive stuff first because you and I lost a shit ton of weight.
Hmm.
We we're never going to be sick people, but we take care of ourselves. We're at a very healthy weight, and we eat well. We exercise. I think we're definitely doing what people start doing at 60 when they realized, oh shit, maybe now it's time to take care of myself. You know, so I'm actually proud of that.
I am too, and I think it's a great segue from the mental to the physical because it takes a certain mind shift to get to
Hmm.
that to that level of like what we're doing, right? We're not just like going to the gym and walking on a treadmill. Like we're actually like working our bodies
Correct.
and through or what's the word? Regiment? Wow, that
A
just left my
regimen,
well.
organized regimen.
Maybe I spoke too quickly for how mentally sound I feel these days. I'm losing words faster than oh man. But yeah, but with
In
that
our
does
40s.
come like pain. The body is a physical
Yes.
thing and it's aging. So what are your ailments these days? And I'll tell you maybe one. I have a couple too, but
Oh, what are my ailments these days, John? Well, everyone, maybe I don't even know. I had a meniscus tear in my knee, so about a year and a half ago, I got surgery on my knee. It's never been quite the same. Like I've been working out. I was told PT was only could do so much, so I've been working out with a trainer, and it still has pain around it. As well as my lower back. It's just somehow like, even with working out, stretching, and all of that fun stuff, it's still very sore. So I'm gonna dovetail into the world or dive right into acupuncture at my first appointment in a couple of days. So we'll definitely have a whole pod about it. But I'm actually interested to see like this, like, more natural approach to seeing if it heals my body. Cause I've had a really bad back like 10 years ago and did acupuncture, has never had an issue since. So he swears by it. And so I'm gonna give it a go and see what happens.
acupuncture is great. I think it's undersold, and I also think it's understood. Like I'm by no means like some sort of energy neurology Reiki, understander, but I did have it done to me, and I think some things that
Yeah.
they don't tell you is that like a yin and a yang, you'll be like sitting there and you'll be like there for your back, but you'll have like needles sticking out of like the tip of your nose, and you're like, what is
Yes.
going on here? But
Yeah.
and then for like minutes, like 10, 20 sometimes, so you just have to like sit there. Um, I'll give you some
Yes.
I'll give you some pointers. Bring like just keep gauze in your car because sometimes like
Okay.
the little things will start to just bleed sometimes.
Okay.
It
Good to
happened a
know.
few times. Like small little things, but painless. It's painless. It's really interesting. And if you get it done well, like well, I'm sure you will, like I hope the room is really relaxing and calming because it's a great place to run away from the kids.
Especially if it's like a 10 to 20-minute session, like it's such a great time to like listen to an episode of Out Loud and Laughing, you know?
Oh my god, could you imagine just recording with needles sticking out of your face? It'll be the fifth element.
I will do it if people want to listen.
Hey, we are here to show it all, except, um, what is going on? I don't know. I definitely want to. I kind of now I'm thinking about it. I definitely want to see it. So we're gonna do it. No, I'm just kidding. Have you
What
got
about
what
you?
other what ailments?
How are you physically?
All right,
What hurts?
I'm not gonna say this like to be. I feel great actually. The one thing that I
Yeah.
still have on my body that happened years ago. I was playing volleyball actually at my friend Katie's family, her family's Easter party, huge family, and it gets
Yep.
very competitive between all the cousins. And I went for a ball that I shouldn't have. And mind you, we were playing on like hard grass, and I landed
Mhm.
on my left knee. That knee still popped
Yeah.
every day. I just did it just now under the like it popped, and I'd never been able. It doesn't hurt. Like sometimes it gets tight, and sometimes to untighten it, I can pop it. But I'm like scared
Yep.
sometimes that like that
Of what
one
you've
pop is
done.
gonna. Well, that one pop is gonna be the one that like breaks something. I've never gotten it checked out, but but I can
Yeah.
run. Like I run on a treadmill. Probably shouldn't do that. I I do a lot of things. I feel okay. I just I listen to my body. That's what I do. Like when I don't try to
Wait.
compete too hard. Like if something starts to hurt a little bit, I pull back. Like I definitely listen to my body. I'm doing all right.
Good. Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
doing all right.
we kind of have to our body. Um, and as we get older, we need to just pay more attention to even those little clicks, because those little clicks can turn something bigger.
Yep.
And the longer you wait, like literally last week, I was eating something on my left side of my mouth. It's just like something like felt a little off. Like I imagine a bit something and like a little bit of a sensation. And so throughout the week, I was just ignoring that side of my mouth and just eating on the right side. And I was like, I could either wait for this to be bad or I could just go to the dentist. I made an appointment. I went yesterday. They did an x-ray. They're like, nothing looks wrong. It might have just been something that you bit on quickly and now it's fine. Now, good to know, you know? Like now I
Awesome.
feel better, and that the learning that my physical is not as bad as I thought it was helps with my mental, and it's all connected, as you can attest to. So it was just important for me to just say, let me just go. I have insurance. I'm one of the fortunate, and let me just go make sure that it's fine, right? So that's what I did.
I think you said the magic word. It's all connected because
Yeah.
when you can balance like the mental and the physical, it really gives you the space to start to look inward comfortably
Mhm.
and deal with a lot of the things because the outwardly things are managed. Our bodies are physical things, like I said, they need to be tended to, be it the dentist, be it the gym, be it your bed to sleep, right? Like
Yes.
get a good mattress, by the way. Um, but
Yeah, my mattress not good.
not you, I'm telling everybody who's listening, how important it is. Sleep's important, but yes, also a very subliminal way to say, can you upgrade my upstairs mattress, please? It's been a few years. I'm kidding. No, but like it's a good segue to say it gives us a space to open up to understand ourselves on a more spiritual level, as well.
Yeah, I think so. Um, and then from a spiritual standpoint, how are you doing?
I have come to understand myself very, very deeply through this last journey I've personally been on. The one of sobriety has been a very deep one and personal one to me. I know you and I have spoken a lot about it, but it really takes you to
Yeah.
it takes you to a spiritual place. If anybody has ever walked into the rooms or understand what a 12-step program is, they basically just tell you to everyone thinks it's a religious thing and it's absolutely not. But what I actually want to come here to
No.
say, I think it's actually important to say it's a spiritual practice, just like meditation is, just like it's
Mhm.
getting in touch with yourself because, and this is what I've learned to do. And I want to see where you're at on your journey. Cause I'm curious, but I now know that like, that all the connectedness of the world is like something that I love and I'm so curious and I find so beautiful. So like I want to stay sober now so that I can go see all those things. That's how it has affected me spiritually. I am so driven by the beauty that is like the chaos of life and like the ups and downs and the woes, that I can now show up to like explore all of my facets, be them spiritually, emotionally, and through my relations with other people. I feel really good in that sense, and that's probably one of the more prouder things that I have coming into my 40s, and I'm interested to hear about you.
Yeah, no, I definitely seen that in you and that growth. And, I think pairing that with turning 40, I think powerful. It made a huge shift. Me spiritually, I don't know. I feel like I've always been fairly like grounded, mainly probably because of out of fear, whatever, it's work.
Sure.
Uh, but spiritually, I think where I now that I'm going into my 40s, spiritually, I'm like always. I don't think about my death, but I do think about life in a different way. Right, I feel like you feel a little more untouchable in your 20s, and you don't understand there's an end, or you don't really, that at some point it's going to end, but you don't think about it. And I feel like now I'm enjoying these moments a little bit more because I know that moments aren't forever. So, like, when my parents come to stay with me and they're here for longer periods, I enjoy that, right? Because these are times that you're going to look back and just be happy you spent that time with these people because, we're not going to be together forever. And that's just the reality of living on this planet. So I think spiritually, I've just gotten more connected with time and realizing that's not forever and accepting it, A, but B, just enjoying it while it's happening. I feel like it's so easy to say, oh, I can't wait till next week because of A. Well, next week will come, God willing. So why don't you just enjoy the moment and enjoy all the time leading up to next week? Because the more you keep looking towards the next thing, that's when time goes very fast.
Yep, that's when you're wasting. You just said a phrase. You said a couple words there that like teed off something
Yeah.
for me that I love, and you heard it here first, y'all. I'm out loud and laughing. Like we need to be bringing more to the mortality, right? Like we need to be
Yeah.
bringing more to like what we are and who, and like, and that is found in exactly what you just said. Those smaller moments, right? It's from the time that you wake up to the time that you have to go to your first meeting at 9 or 10 a.m., be it 3 hours, like so much has happened that you have missed, and it could be as small as like a bird landing on your stoop, or your bird feeder that just brings you joy because you're connecting to nature, or that you've like had a moment to connect with yourself. Sometimes we're up for 3 hours, we haven't even checked in. So
Yeah.
it's in those present moments that I think that you could add more to the mortality. But yeah, I'm excited for us to continue to grow into our 40s, and that we're going to get to celebrate you next year. I'm super excited for that.
I know, just a couple more days. Someone told me when I had the kids, that the days are long, the years are short.
Mm,
I think that applies to more than just parenting. I think that's just my motto now for life. And it's true. The days are long, right? Sometimes you're like, just want to get home and go to bed because you're exhausted. Then you look back, you're like, where did the last, like, it's 5 years since COVID, right? It's 2020. Like, where has those 5 years gone, right? And so I think it's so important just to live in the moment. And if you want to do or try something in life, do or try it, right? Like, this is a great example. You and I were like, let's just do a podcast. We could have been talking about it for years, but we didn't. We talked about it for a day and then we just started doing it. And I feel like if people live life more like that, they would be more fulfilled because the more you put things off, the more you're going to have regret. And that's the only thing that I want to do at the end of this whole thing is leave this earth without any regret. But I just say yes to everything that I feel comfortable with, of course.
well, yeah, yeah, a light yes, a light yes.
You know, pineapple,
Um,
pineapple.
is that our safe word?
Is that everyone's safe word?
I don't know. At 41, it might be. It helps things
It
move
might be
through the body.
Metamucil.
It might be
Seriously.
Metamucil. That's so great. No, I think that this is so great to just know where you're at, and thanks for always leading me into my next year of my next age, I guess I would say,
Oh,
because you're just
I
three
know it's
months
so
younger.
true. It's so true. I always get a glimpse into the next age before you do.
But then that means I get scared for it twice because I'm like, oh gosh, it's coming up, and then it's mine. So at least you only have to do with yours, rip the band-aid, it's over. I get that 3-month waiting period. Anyway, happy early birthday, Bryan. Thank you for continuing to charge the way into the 40s, and I promise I will be a good follower if you're a good leader.
Thank you for saying happy birthday. I appreciate it. I will keep you posted on what happens at 41. So you have 3 months to prepare for what happens to you.
I look forward to it. Bye.
Happy birthday. Bye.
Happy birthday.
This was Out Loud and Laughing.
We're available everywhere you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple, YouTube, iHeart, or wherever.